Tom is lying, he's lying, Nikon must be better. Hi everyone, in this video I'm finally going to get to do a proper comparison of the high ISO noise comparison thing. Canon 5D Mark II versus the Nikon D700. I'm going to shoot this area here. I'm going to shoot it at ISO 3200 and then at 6400. Both cameras, same lens because I can move this lens onto my Nikon and vice versa. And all the same settings. So this is what the photo looks like. That's it with the Canon camera, and this one is with the Nikon camera. At this size you can't really see any difference on them, so let's go and see them on the computer now. Okay, so at this size I'm viewing these both side by side. One's a Nikon, one's a Canon. I can't quite tell which one's which at the moment. This is on a 27-inch max, so this is a pretty good size. In fact, hold on. So each image is actually bigger than the size of my book. If you want to get that, links down below. So straight away at 3200, I'd probably say that in the left-hand one, I'm seeing a bit more noise around the curtain area. But other than that, temperature-wise, there's definitely a colour difference in the two of them. The one on the left is much warmer, the one on the right is much greener. Let's see which one's actually which. Okay, so the warmer one was the Canon shot here, and again we've got it huge now, and the greener one, well it seems greener once you look at the other one, was Nikon. There's a tiny difference in the exposure. One was 90th of a second, the other one was at 100th of a second. But it looks like the Nikon is a good whack brighter than anything there, really. Let's zoom right in. Okay, so if we zoom into 1:1, this is the Nikon shot at 3200. Again, I'm so happy with that. You can read all the text in the background, no problem there. The noise just is like grain just now. And if we go to the Canon one, you notice we're more in because it's obviously the 21 megapixels, but it's not a huge amount bigger. You know, these are both 1:1 settings, and it's not really massive. But what I would say is, okay, the blur, actually, no, I would say they're pretty much level pegging here. I don't think at ISO 3200 you can tell which one is better at all. I'll just make sure in Lightroom I would take off all the noise reduction settings. And if we take the color right down, on the Nikon and then the Canon's got a lot more color noise, definitely at 3200. Nikon color noise, barely anything compared to the Canon one there. Part 2 here, let's go to the 6400 ISO. Okay, again we can tell the one on the left is definitely the Canon, the one on the right is definitely Nikon. Brightness wise, again I would say the Nikon looks brighter. This was both done at exactly the same time, so you say, but the Nikon is doing it at 90th of a second compared to the Canon, it's 100th of a second. But really, is that 0.1% really that much of an exposure difference? Because the Nikon seems to be a lot brighter. Remember, these are the RAWs, so there's nothing kind of camera added crap. Let's go zoom in. Okay, and with this one, even without me zooming into 1:1, I can see there is definitely color noise going on around the dark areas of the seat and over here. But let's go and just zoom in right in there. And again, what? This is 6400? Oh, Canon, well done, well done. You would say, certainly if you look up at this patch here, it's getting really pretty bumpy there. Let's go to the Nikon version. Yeah, pretty much the same actually. Color noise isn't too bad, a bit more blue in the darks. But yeah, from there, it's tough to tell here actually. The Canon, just because you're seeing so much closer, because there's a bit more detail, that the Nikon looks a little bit blurrier on this one. But there, certainly in this part here, I think that looks cleaner than this one, where it looks a lot more noise color. But not bad at all. Now they both managed to go up to an H1 setting, which will be, H1 stands for horrible. So let's have a look at how horrible is. So horrible is 12,800 ISO, and in this situation here you can see it's much, much brighter. What I would say straight off the bat is, again, the Nikon's looking a bit more brighter, a bit more, it's almost like it's had its curved adjustments doing it, because like, the white is really white of the brick wall there. But the blacks, I suppose, are a bit dull compared to the Canon. I think the Canon's a bit better in the blacks. However, which one's the more accurate colour with just doing auto white balance? I would say the Nikon's probably more accurate, but the Canon's more pleasing. How does that work? Okay, let's zoom into the shots. Okay, here we're totally zoomed in on the Nikon, I think it is this one. Good. Canon, bloody good. Oh, well, okay, the Canon, definitely seeing a heck of a lot more obvious in this one-to-one massive screen color noise, but that is the easiest thing to get rid of. So that's it, totally gone, no problem. The Nikon, it's just a little bit less, and again, so easy to get rid of. Let's see if we increase the noise reduction of the luminance. With the Nikon, it's so easy to get that. And with the Canon, let's, oh, wait a minute, oh yeah, take out the color as well. Oh, it is astonishing. Oh, I really cannot tell. That is pretty damn amazing there. I was expecting the Canon to lose quite formidably compared to the Nikon. I expected the Nikon to hump all over the Canon 5D Mark II. However, the Canon 5D Mark II has done an amazing job. And also, you've got to remember, this is on computer screen resolution. And also, whenever you print something out, whenever you squeeze 21 megapixels into like a print, then you lose a lot of the noise from there as well. So the image quality it's giving, even at the high ISOs, this is an amazing camera, an absolutely formidable opponent to the Nikon D700. So although many fanboys will go, no, Dom is lying, he's lying, Nikon must be better. It is a fraction better, and I think the Adobe software is able to get rid of the noise a fraction better with this than it can with the Canon. But I'm talking about fractions here. I'm not talking about a whole stop worth of difference. I'm not talking about, this one being like at 16,000 ISO is the equivalent to this one being at 1,000,000 ISO, or there's not a huge difference at all in them. So my advice, if I was getting into photography just now, I would get the Canon 5D Mark II. A, it's cheaper than this just now. B, it has video functions, which the D700 doesn't have. And C, you can stick your Nikon lenses onto your Canon camera. So you can't put Canon lenses on to a Nikon camera, but you can put Canon, Sigma, Tamron, Tokina, and obviously you can put Samyang as well, which I've got on here, and you can put Nikon lenses on it as well. So you can at least put good lenses onto your amazing camera. But no, I definitely have to say, this surprised me about how well it actually works. And in video mode as well, at 6,400 ISO, so good. So anyone that's buying this, you've got some great photography future ahead of you. Enjoy.